We are not rare. But before you leave, you will perceive the lore will be unlocked. You might be stalked by a Sasquatch or a ghost witch, possibly even a ghost that will boast about knowing the Ohio grassman or even the Michigan dogman. Werewolves hunt, poltergeists are up front, but in these backwoods folklore is unlocked.
Welcome back to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
This week, we are taking a look at the 23 Enigma, and the background behind it is that it's the belief that the number 23 holds a special significance and appears in unusually high frequency. And it's been made popular by books, conspiracy theories, and movies. So it's very much more of a conspiracy theory slash more of just an idea than many other things that we've covered.
It's just
It's
a
just
theory.
a possible conspiracy theory. Don't sue us.
So, you might be asking, why the number 23? Well, so the origins behind this is William S. Burroughs I guess, saw or heard from Robert Anton Wilson, who is believed to be the first person to believe in the 23 Enigma. And Wilson, in the 1977 edition of the Fortean Times, said that Wilson, first heard of the Enigma from Burroughs. And Burroughs cited knowing a particular Captain Clark who had bragged about sailing without a hitch for 23 years, only to die in an accident that same day, so after 23 years. Then, while thinking about the incident, he heard a radio report about an airplane crash involving a Flight 23 with another Captain Clark. So, a little suspicious, but
But I think that story lines up a little too well.
yeah, it's a little too close, especially since the captains were, well, the same name exactly. Like, if it would have just been like the Flight 23 and the 23 years on the sailing, I mean, maybe, but the names kind of match up too well.
Though Clark is kind of a common last name in the United States. I don't know how common it is, but there are a lot of people with the last name Clark in the United States. So
There is a higher
yes,
chance, I guess.
yes, there's a chance that the stories the story does line up, but still the likelihood of a Captain Clark that was a ship captain, boat captain, went 23 years without anything before dying in a boat wreck, and a Captain Clark that was an airplane captain crashed an airplane, and yeah, that just lines up a little too well in my opinion.
Well, maybe that means the 23 Enigma is real then, if it lines up too well.
Possibly, and in the and apologies, Latin is not something I speak, so in the Principia Discordia, it makes the claim that everything is connected to the number five, whether they happen in fives or multiple fives, or divisible by five, or directly or indirectly related to the number 5. And it's called the Rule of 5. And the 23 Enigma is considered an offshoot of the Rule of 5 because 2 plus 3 equals 5. So, yeah, there's that.
I just love that it's like, oh, it's connected to it because 23 2 plus 3 equals 5. I'm like, you can't beat that logic.
I mean, in a lot of these conspiracy theories, that's kind of the logic. It's like, oh, look at this thing over here. Now look at what we're trying to convince you of. Oh, there's this like third thing that connects them both together. So our logic has to work.
And I will say this, it is indirectly related to the number 5. Very indirectly, but still.
Yeah, very indirectly. You've got to. There's a lot of razzle dazzle involved.
And connections to superstitions and mythology. So 23 is considered both lucky and unlucky, and then sinister also. So just a great number all around. And it's considered sacred to the Greek goddess of strife and discord, Eris, and also considered sacred to the unholy gods of the Cthulhu mythos. So I think it would probably be just best not to use 23 since it's both lucky and unlucky. You never know what side of the coin you're going to get.
Exactly, and since it's also connected to the Greek goddess of strife and discord, and no, we're not talking about the app on your phone that you can communicate with your friends here. Eris, yeah, I just wouldn't use number 23 unless we're talking about in sports, because a lot of famous players have worn the number 23, especially in basketball. You've got Michael Jordan, who famously wore number 23. LeBron James currently wears number 23. He's also worn the number 6, which I guess you can connect to the 23 Enigma because using their logic, 2 times 3 equals 6. And Anthony Davis, before he got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, where his teammate LeBron James is currently wearing number 23, he wore number 23. Then, for our Cardinal fans out there, like I am, you've got David Freese, who wore 23, and Ted Simmons, who the Cardinals retired the number 23 for.
So yeah, I guess like you said, in sports 23 is a fairly good number.
Yeah, in sports.
And we in pop culture, so 23 has been used in a few different TV series. One of those being in the Lost TV series, where 23, along with the numbers 4, 8, 15, 16, and 42, uh, plays a role in there. And since I like Lost quite a bit, the reason why 23 with those other numbers are considered lucky and unlucky in the series is because one of the characters uses them as a lottery number, and he ends up winning the lottery, but then all the money that he won that he uses, anything that he uses the money for ends up going wrong or getting destroyed or causing problems. So just lucky and unlucky. Yeah. Then there is a movie called Number 23, a 2007 film, and it's about a man who is obsessed with the number 23. Then in Sniper Ghost Warriors 3, the video game, The plot is based around stopping an organization called the 23 Society.
So yeah, we've got a bunch of connections to 23, but on to our thoughts as usual. I think it's just confirmation bias, selection bias, or apophenia, which is the tendency to perceive meaningful relationships between unrelated things. So I don't think there's any mystery behind the number 23. I just think it's a number that has no real meaning behind it unless you want what to put meaning behind it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with Austin. I don't think there's anything weird or sinister or unlucky specifically about 23. Uh, but like Austin said, I think us as humans try to make connections to things that aren't really there. Kind of like they said, it's like, oh, this Captain Clark died on his like at the very end of his 23rd year, and then also this other Captain Clark died in a plane crash, and it was on whatever plane number 23. So I think there's really no connection other than I guess something bad happened with something 23, which I guess is kind of what the 23 Enigma is, but
And on the flip side, you could say it's lucky because oh, look at all the success Michael Jordan had. 6 championships. And again, my theory, or me using the people's logic that 2 plus 3 equals 5, 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. I mean, come on. There's got to be something there,
which
right?
it did say that 23 was both lucky and unlucky. So maybe just for sports it's lucky and everything else it's unlucky in.
The world may never know the true secrets behind the 23 Enigma, but I think me and you both agree that it's just human nature to make connections.
Yep, just la hoopla.
Yep, and that's all we've got for this week. Next week, we'll be taking a look at the Cleveland torso murders, which we did mention. We take a look at our Black Dahlia episode we did a while back. If you haven't watched it, go watch that episode. But any last words?
Just thanks for watching, everyone.
Like Ethan said, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, drop us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop us a follow and a comment, and we'll see you next week.
You might wake up beside Spearfinger with an extended visit from Jack the Ripper. But if you're lucky, it'll be an angel on that range hill of Louisiana. You might meet Mary Laveau or the Rougarou. At Folklore Unlocked, Austin and Ethan concoct their theory of the eerie and unexplained around the world, sometimes even the underworld. The lore is locked behind secrets, the folklore is meant to be unlocked. The Sokoloo is haunting NC as well as Tennessee. There are many giants that might be clients of the Dark Watchers, who might have psychokinesis. And the phantom time hypothesis is like a phoenix, coming back around again and again. The laser strain on your brain if you've got more than 2 brain cells in you. Some believe McCartney is dead because they read into the Mandela effect, which is subject